luxury homes. Also, the accounting industry faces an uncertain future as a severe talent shortage threatens the field. And the Member of Parliament for Central and South Abaco shares exciting news about the Moores Island Clinic.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Everyone was very interested in it. The agents were very interested, and they're working with their clients as well as others are also very interested.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for tuning in. Topping news tonight, construction on the multi-million-dollar Six Senses Resort is set to begin within the first half of this year. Despite the project not yet graduating to that phase, a realtor attached to the project says the Sustainability Development Resort is already reshaping the island. Cleopatra Murphy has tonight's top story.
Construction is yet to begin on the $250 million Six Senses Grand Bahama development, but there is already keen interest from agents and their clients looking to purchase one of the residential properties. President and Managing Broker of HG Christie, John Christie, recently traveled to the Caribbean Developers Showcase in Toronto, Canada to promote the high-end luxury property and counts the trip as a huge success.
We had a great turnout of people, and everyone was very interested in it. The agents were very interested, and they're working with their clients as well as a number of others are also very interested. The price point is fairly high for your average person, so not everyone was at the level that could afford it. But there was other buyers that, even though they couldn't afford that, they're very interested in the Bahamas. And we were there in the winter, so it was cold, so it really helped to get their interest going in the warm place like the Bahamas.
Land has already been cleared for the multi-million-dollar development announced by Wello Development Partners and Pegasus Capital Advisors in November 2022. The project consists of the Six Senses Grand Bahama Resort that includes 70 guest rooms and suites, restaurants, a world-class spa, and a private beach club, in addition to 10 oceanfront residences and 18 canal-front residences. HG Christie is one of the lead agents, and Christie shares the lowest price starts at $7.95 million, with the large beachfront homes as much as $19 million. A hefty price tag, but a great investment.
Their values have held very well and increased a lot from when the people originally bought them. So once you get in on the ground floor, you can get a first-time buyer's deal, so to speak. And then as it gets going, the prices should increase. And plus, you're enjoying the brand, you enjoy the real estate, you enjoy the lifestyle. But then you've got, you should have a good appreciation at the end of the day as well.
He anticipates the luxury brand that is already having a positive impact on Grand Bahama will further propel the island, changing the pace and what is expected of Grand Bahama.
But once it's built and it's successful, it'll be like, wow, this is not just the Grand Bahama we know, but this is a place for ultra high net worth people and luxury homes on the island, which will then encourage other builders to come along and buy up the beautiful piece of beachfront property and do other developments, and it'll have a catalyst roll-on effect.
The clearing for the luxury community is now complete, and once construction begins, it is slated for a 2026 opening. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
Thanks, Cleo. Now to a story that no one is talking about. The global accounting industry is facing an unprecedented shortage of professionals, raising concerns about the future of the financial reporting and business compliance. With fewer students pursuing accounting degrees and experienced professionals leaving the field, an accountant turned advisor is on a mission to make accounting great again. The details in this report.
Who are you going to learn off? There's not going to be enough people in the industry with a lot of experience anymore, because a lot of them are going to be retiring in the next decade.
Between 2020 and 2022, Accounting Today reports that over 300,000 accountants and auditors left the profession, marking a 17% decrease. In 2024, 83% of senior leaders reported difficulties in finding qualified accounting staff.
What's happening? Where are the people? Why is no one getting be involved in industry?
Joanna Perry, a consultant and accountant, posing that question. Research confirms enrollment in accounting programs has dropped significantly over the past decade, with many students turning to careers drawn by higher salaries and more flexible work environments. Additionally, experienced accountants are retiring in large numbers, leaving a talent gap that is proving difficult to fill.
Yeah, I did some research finding out that there's a 3.5 million accounting talent shortage, which is quite alarming, and 75% of those people in the industry are going to be retiring in the next decade.
Perry notes that artificial intelligence, AI, is revolutionizing the industry, with firms turning to accounting software to streamline processes.
Not many people are talking about how much of an impact it's actually had. It's completely changed our role. We used to be number crunchers, but now we're advisors. AI does all the number crunching for us, so we're just really number checkers.
To combat the shortage, the consultant has launched an initiative called Make Accounting Great Again, an effort to reshape the industry's image and attract young professionals.
There's not much competition amongst the graduate accountants, so if you can communicate, if you can, if you're switched on, if you're going to work hard, they're the traits that people are looking for, because you don't really have to be a mathematician to get into a class, you just have to be switched on and willing to learn. So if you can demonstrate those traits, you'll be able to really go far in any firm that you go into.
In tonight's ZNS exclusive, a Grand Bahama woman is urgently seeking the return of funds seized during a police search. She insists that despite providing proof of where the money came from, she believes that she is being targeted due to an ongoing police investigation into her relative. Jolanda Thompson-Everest has the details in this report.
I gave them enough time to do the investigation, and I just want to be treated fairly.
It's a story that has left a Grand Bahama woman broken. Marilyn Newman claims that police officials have confiscated tens of thousands of dollars of her hard-working money, and now she is demanding answers.
And I've been saving the money for so long. This ain't monies I just had one time. This monies I saved over a period of time, not knowing that I could get in trouble for doing it.
According to Newman, on August 28, 2024, officers executed a search warrant on her home and retrieved a substantial amount of money, which was secured in her closet.
I didn't hesitate to let them in because I know I didn't have anything to hide in the house. But the warrant also had Marilyn McDonald, which is not my name, but because I guess they came to my house, I opened the door.
After the funds were confiscated, she says she was taken to police headquarters for hours. While she asserts that she answered all questions and provided proof of where the money came from, it appears that it wasn't enough. As a cosmetic surgery consultant for over 8 years, she says she has taken over 267 persons to Colombia for cosmetic and dental surgeries. The cash accumulated over the years was from her commission and from an insurance company following an accident.
Questioned where I got the funds from and told me that on the 29th of August, I must provide information where I obtained the fund, which I did.
But that's not all. Newman also claims that the police accused her of being involved in an alleged drug-related scandal with her brother, who was wanted by police, a claim she adamantly denies.
When they take the money out of the house, the DA officer tell me, say, it could all go away. If I tell them where he is, I don't know where he is. I don't have a clue where to me is. I don't even know to me.
Fast forward to today, and 6 months later, police are still withholding her funds. Newman notes that she has hired an attorney who requested that the money be returned. However, they were met with a detention order from the court to keep the funds for an additional 3 months.
Telling me anything, and it's the second night now. Police officers came to my house. I don't know why they keep coming there. I have no reason as to why. And if they need to reach me, they should reach my cell number, which they have, or my attorney. So it helped me fair because I don't know if they want to come to the house and put something there in reference to returning the money or not giving it back to me or wanting a reason to keep it. I don't know.
Newman maintains that she is a hard-working woman and is making the urgent appeal for the powers to be to release her funds so she can move on from this unfortunate situation. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson, Everest.
Thanks, Jolanda. Now we contacted police officials who informed the ZNS News team that the matter is still under active investigation and declined to provide further comment at this time. This is a story that we will continue to follow. Well, 6 months after a body was found burned beyond recognition, police have yet to identify the remains. According to police officials, the DNA test results are still pending, and authorities continue to investigate the case. In an interview with Commissioner of Police Shanta Knowles last month, she confirmed that the remains discovered in a burned-out vehicle near the Grand Bahama Highway on September 12 have not been identified due to an ongoing DNA analysis. However, on September 5th, a missing persons flyer was issued for 49-year-old Elcano Miller, who was last seen on September 3rd. Described as 6 feet tall, medium built, weighing 230 pounds with dark brown hair and a dark brown complexion. Miller's family has provided DNA samples which have been sent for testing. Family members believe that the man in the vehicle is that of Elcano Miller. They are making an urgent appeal for the body to be identified so that they can get closure. In news from Abaco, in his recent contribution to the mid-year budget debate, Member of Parliament for Central and South Abaco, John Pender, speaking directly to the ongoing need for a proper clinic over on Moores Island. He was able to offer some positive news on that end, indicating the need could come to fruition in the very near future.
I was speaking with the good member from Tall Pines the other day, and it looks like your new clinic is soon to come. It is on its way. Yes. We are looking to build it out this year so that the over 600, nearly 700 Bahamians living in Moores Island have proper health care.
He also had high praise for the potential Moores Island holds, stating that it has room to expand into something tourists would appreciate.
Moores Island is one of those places where I find to be a sleeping giant as well. It's absolutely gorgeous, and given the right chance, they can be more than a fishing village. They can be a tourism economic powerhouse. I continuously push for you. This Davis Cooper administration continuously pushes for the Bahamian people.
And still to come.
In recognition of World Consumer Rights Week, officials from the department are working to ensure everyone knows their rights. That story, sports, and more when we return.
There are some things that are undeniably Bahamian. A good count salad, junkanoo, the way we worship, the way we take care of one another, all undeniably Bahamian. And right in the midst of our iconic things, places, and people is Commonwealth Bank. Increasing access, sponsoring dreams, working alongside Bahamians to increase the quality of their lives for more than 60 years. Commonwealth Bank, nothing more than being Bahamian. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Dolly Madison.
Do you want to find relief from common health concerns such as headaches, back pain, chronic inflammation, and more? How about improved sleep, boost energy, and improve overall well-being? Check out RA Balance Bahamas and get your body into balance with biomagnetic therapy. For all our social links, contacts, or to request an appointment, visit rabalancebahamas.com.
Let's keep it clean. Put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not in the street. No, yeah. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not on the streets. Just put it in the trash, my guy.
bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye.
Put it in the trash. Put it in the trash. That's it, that's it. Put it in the trash. Just put it in the trash. That's it, that's it. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not in the street. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Yeah. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Yeah. We just gotta keep Grand Bahama clean.
Your #1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. The Department of Consumer Affairs is gearing up for an exciting week in celebration of World Consumer Rights Day. With a mission to empower consumers, the department is doing its part to ensure that everyone understands their rights and knows how to address any challenges they may face. Chief Price Inspector Diana Williams says a series of dynamic public education initiatives are planned, including a visit to Berkshire Farms this Saturday at 8 a.m.
The Bahamas and other countries across the globe will be joining hands in celebrating World Consumer Day 2025 under the theme, A Just Transition to a Sustainable Lifestyle, where we'll be going from schools to communities all over, even giving those prizes, informing the consumers on how they can engage, how they can be empowered into a sustainable lifestyle.
Warning that unchecked consumption could deplete global resources, officials also stressing the importance of sustainable consumerism, which can include using sustainable alternatives like reusable shopping bags and solar-powered products.
The purpose of this event is to promote global awareness, which is very crucial for consumers to know their rights and their needs. We want the public to know how it's important to get back into backyard farming, how to grow their crops, how to raise their livestock, so we don't have to depend on any outside sources when it comes to that.
Well, in other news, as part of their reintroduction to the communities they serve, the National Neighborhood Watch is hosting a church service at the Community at Heart Tabernacle Church of God Prophecy. Chairman of the council, Jason Fitzgerald, says the effect on crime by the Neighborhood Watch has been evident, to say the least.
We have seen a significant improvement within our country. We've seen a reducing crime. We've seen that more residents are becoming more actively involved in Neighborhood Watch. And I also want to encourage other residents who are not a part of the Neighborhood Watch here in Grand Bahama. If you're not a resident of Neighborhood Watch, please, I encourage you, whichever area you live in Grand Bahama, Freeport, Grand Bahama, there's a Neighborhood Watch in every area. We have a number of wonderful presidents, vice presidents within this beautiful city, waiting to explain to you and take you on the road and just be a part of what's happening right now in Freeport, Grand Bahama.
A notable staple of the Neighborhood Watch is the presence of CCTV cameras in residential areas, a symbol, Fitzgerald says, to soon be implemented more throughout the country.
What we're doing right now is we are working in conjunction with law enforcement, with urban renewal, to put more cameras within the streets of not only Grand Bahama, but also in the streets of Family Islands. And we're trying to visit every Family Island to get them involved and becoming our brothers and sisters keepers. And we realize and recognize that crime is everyone's business. So the CCTV cameras will be beneficial to our country in the Bahamas, and just to help to come back and just to help. As a matter of fact, I believe that in any area that we live in, whether it's in Grand Bahama, whether it's in New Providence or any Family Island, any area that has an active neighborhood watch within their community serves as a deterrent to criminal activities. So the goal is to work together for a better goal and to reach one common goal, and that is to help curb and combat crime within our country.
Well, local directors and writers are celebrating following the announcement of finalists for Star Film Institute. This program showcasing Bahamian talent through competition while inspiring, educating, and empowering Bahamian playwriters and TV filmmakers. Tyra Moss, director, producer, and writer of short film, Tito shares what his film is all about and what impact it has on the economy.
So excited. It was such a challenge to be able to create our film as we had envisioned, but by partnering with Star Film, they were able to guide us along the way. They were incredibly helpful in getting us to get the film across the line. The film has a pro-environmental message, as well as contributed over $30,000 to the Grand Bahamian economy. So we have both the monetary contribution and the strong pro-environmentalist message that is a key to the film.
Lisa Codella, co-writer for Sickness and in Death, another finalist for Star Film Institute, sharing the message behind her film.
Sickness and in Death is a film short that's a dark comedy. So it asks what would happen if somebody's in a financial bind and they get a windfall that they weren't expecting. Do they consider it a gift from God or a temptation that they have to resist? And in our case, we look at it through the lens of comedy. I think like most storytellers, I hope that it touches and it really connects with Bahamians. And it could even possibly, there's the human level that it could connect with people of other cultures as well. So in the broader sense, I would like to hope that other people who are thinking of writing as a career or filmmaking as a career could see that it's really viable for Bahamians and we can tell more of our own stories.
And that's a look at stories making news. Here's a check on Health is Wealth, sponsored by Doctors Hospital.
March is Kidney Month. Today I will discuss what the kidneys do. Most people are born with 2 kidneys. Each of them are usually the size of your fist. Once you have a problem with your kidneys or they begin to fail, your treatment will be managed by a nephrologist like myself. We are highly trained experts in treating hypertension and all diseases of the kidneys. Your kidneys play a major role in keeping you alive. So, what exactly do they do? Think of them as the body's cleaners. They remove waste, excess fluid, water, and drugs from the body. They also keep you healthy in different ways by making red blood cells to prevent anemia, balance chemicals like potassium and phosphorus, and produce vitamin D, which helps maintain healthy bones. When the kidneys fail, they are no longer able to carry out these functions properly. Therefore, medications along with kidney replacement in the form of dialysis or a transplant are needed. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and remember, your greatest wealth is your health.
Well, Jay, it's time for sports. What's coming up after the break?
And I left the Grand Bahamas Sports Complex 10 p.m. last night. It was a tight race at Island Sports between St. George's and Tabernacle. We'll find out next in sports.
Well, I'm a Jaguar, so I'm pulling for the Jaguars. That's coming your way next, but first on the local weather forecast.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
See news in the making? Call us at 352-9713 or 359-5167, or you can email us at zns3news@gmail.com.
Get ready for color, culture, and pure energy. Live from Explorers Way, the Ministry of Youth, Sports, and Culture presents the 2025 Junior Junkanoo Grand Bahama Parade.
Score your pan. Share that. Don't forget that it's a medium rare.
The competition heats up.
We ready, we got this.
7 teams chef it up in the ZNS Culinary Food Challenge. Who has the best taste?
This is edible. This is edible.
Join us at 6 p.m. this Friday, only on the ZNS Network.
Let's keep it clean. Put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not in the street. No, Yeah, just put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not on the streets. Just put it in the trash, my guy.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
Put it in the trash. Put it in the trash. That's it, that's it. Put it in the trash. Just put it in the trash. Put it in the trash. That's it. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not in the street. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Yeah. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Yeah. We just gotta keep Grand Bahama clean.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to Sports Top and Sports. The final day of Island Sports wrapped up last night at the Grand Bahamas Sports Complex. For more on the results, let's head to the track. Winning the Bantam girls 80-meter hurdles was the Tabernacle Falcons. The intermediate girls 100-meter hurdles was also won by Bishop Michael Elgin School. Curve the standout, Aaliyah Evans from BMES won the under-20 girls 100-meter hurdles in 15.85 seconds. Sienna Roll from Jack Hayward Sr. took home the under-17 boys hurdles in 17.71 seconds. And 17-year-old Dikembe Petty from St. George's clocked 19.27 seconds to secure the goal in the under-20 boys 110 hurdles. Moving along in the 4x4 relays, Tabernacle Falcons took home the gold with BMES placing second. In the under-17 girls relay, the Sunland Stingers came from behind to win the gold thanks to Trinity on the anchor leg. Now in the under-17 boys 4x4, the Tabernacle Falcons making this one look easy as they cruise down the finish line to take that gold. The under-20 girls 4x4 relay was one to watch as Kiana Henschel willed the Falcons to a first-place finish behind an impressive anchor leg to secure the gold for the Falcons in 4 minutes and 3 seconds. And the under-20 boys 4x4 relay was not even close. The Jack Hayward Wildcats dominated this one in 3 minutes 22.05 seconds for a first-place finish to close out the night. When it was all said and done, it was the Tabernacle Falcons that won their 12th straight high school title in the senior division with 602 points. St. George's placed second with 592.5 points, and BMES came in third with 357 points. Not to be done just yet, the Falcons also won the junior division with 531.5 points. Jack Hayward Jr. placed second with 435 points, while BMES finished third with 358 points. Congratulations to the Tabernacle Falcons. And that's your quick check on sports. Your Facebook friend of the day is next. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
Are you ready? I'm ready.
I am ready.
I am ready. I am ready.
Ready or not, it's here. That's right, the biggest gospel show with me, Uncle T Baby Boy, on 8:10 a.m. That's right, interviews, greatest songs, praise and worship. It's going to be exciting. We're going to take the Bahamas to the world and bring the world to the Bahamas.
Use a bin to put it in.
And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. On behalf of the entire news team here in the North, I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for tuning in. There's a live look at the Bahamas Tonight. They're coming your way next.
NS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here, faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas Tonight, a distressing discovery for an employee of an exclusive gated community. Residents and detectives now left to determine who's behind it and why. Also, halfway there, Royal Beach Club construction said to be on target as officials eye a December deadline. And just call it the Eggs Factor. The Bahamas ups its investment in food security thanks to a donation of 100 layer chickens. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the new broadcast. Not at all the kind of attention, if any, residents of an exclusive gated community seek to attract. Just before 11 this morning, a team of officers sprang into action and headed to a marina in the area of Ocean Club Estates. Once there, this is all they needed to launch an investigation.
An employee was cleaning debris from waters at the dock of the marina when he discovered a fetus in a bag. Police would like to say that we do not know where the origin of this bag came from. However, what we want to do is appeal to the Bahamian public at large. If you have any information in reference to this matter, to please come to the police and assist us in this investigation so that though a person may need medical assistance and that person can get that medical assistance.
Well, fetal age, state, police could not say due to the sensitive nature of the incident. What they did disclose is that they await the results of an autopsy report and that the coroner has taken full charge of the investigation. Today's incident, a sobering reminder of what happened just last May when a fetus was found in the trash can of a service station's restroom here in the capital.
I would say to mothers, there is always help. Reach out for help. There is someone out there, social services, the government, churches, that can help you during this time. There is help.
Meantime, 15 teen boys to miss out on school next Wednesday. That's when the group's expected to appear before a magistrate on the charge of causing public disturbance. The pending court appearance, the end result of an incident at Doris Johnson Senior High last Friday. Now, according to Assistant Commissioner of Police, Dr. Chaswell Hanna, a school resource officer, or RSO, was able to manage the situation.
Parents, as I always say, speak with your students, speak with your children, search their bags before they leave school. Before they leave home, search their bags. When they come home from school, know who their friends are. Look at their cell phones. Don't allow them to bring cell phones to school because cell phones encourage students to behave disorderly because they want to record these events because they think it's cool. They want to put it on social media. We also ask parents not to come to the school to try and create a disturbance with the SRO or the school administrators. The school is a safe and sterile environment, and we have in the past charged parents for disorderly behavior for coming to the school.
Meantime, crisis center officials expressing grave concern over the apparent increase in attempted suicides among teens, particularly young boys. Desmond Saunders has the story.
Stress or crisis in boys is a global phenomenon. It's not just happening here. If you look all around the world, there are issues with boys and young men having difficulties relating, feeling happy, feeling good about themselves.
Director of the National Crisis Center, Dr. Sandra Dean Patterson, believes the breakdown of the traditional family structure, child abuse in the home, and online bullying are contributing factors that have sparked the rise of attempted suicides. The troubling trend prompting the center to introduce intervention programs within the school system to tackle this issue.
And we've had kids who come here with all kinds of issues. We have one child who came to our literacy program and our counseling program, and then relocated to one of the family islands after he'd been doing it for about a year and a half. And he's now a prefect on the family island. So it's those kinds of stories that keep us going.
Dr. Patterson believes a targeted approach is needed to address this issue. She's also calling on communities to become more attentive to the emotional needs of men.
You know, big boys don't cry. You know, when we had if you constantly get that message, you know, put on your big boy pants, you know, you don't need to cry. You're not a girl. You know, and so boys aren't allowed to be in touch with their feelings. And what do they do with them? They stuff them. They internalize them. And then, of course, when they go to school and they get even more stress.
If you or someone you know has a mental illness, is struggling emotionally, or has concerns about his or her mental health, there are ways to help. You can call the center's 24-hour hotline at 328-0922. There's a Psychological Association hotline at 816-8799, or the mail hotline at 821-8123. Desmond Saunders, The Bahamas Tonight.
In other news this evening, 30% of House of Assembly representatives here in the Bahamas are women. By international standards, the goal is 50%. But why is that important? Well, because when women are underrepresented in politics, it undermines democracy, and the government cannot adequately reflect the interest of the entire population. Our women politicians are at the United Nations discussing this very issue. With the story is our Felicity Darville.
Even though the Bahamas has not arrived at its goal for women in the House of Assembly, our country has superseded that target in the upper house. We've had 6 women presidents of the Senate in the past 30 years since the Beijing Declaration. Our current president, Lachelle Adderley, spoke with ZNS News while at the United Nations headquarters in New York.
I'm very happy to say that with respect to the Bahamas Senate, over the last 30 years, woman president has actually reached a level of 86%. So we have by far exceeded that mark. And with respect to women in the Senate, with the appointment of our dear Senator Jeanne Major, we're now at 31%. Now, when we move over to the House of Assembly, there is the amount of women there, 7 dynamic women. However, the percentage there is 18%, and with respect to the women being in cabinet, it's at 23%. And so there needs to be additional work done to increase the participation of women in Parliament.
Senator Adderley spoke on a panel of parliamentarians at the Commission on the Status of Women Tuesday, where she shared insight on the way forward, which includes paving the way for younger parliamentarians like Senator Jeanne Major.
Women are definitely making strides in the Bahamas, and I'm proud to be part of an administration that is seeing women forward. And being in a place like this where you hear the strides of women still have to go in other countries, it makes me appreciate more how far we've come as Bahamian women in politics and as leaders in our various sectors in the Bahamas as well.
Cabinet Minister Lisa Ramming reflected on her own path to Parliament while in New York.
I initially started off as a police officer and ventured to be an attorney, and now a politician. The road was not easy. The road was actually not easy. However, it was worth it. Why? I didn't do it for myself. I did it for the women who think or who thought that it cannot happen, or like doors don't open for us. Doors do open. We just have to keep knocking. And you know, the Bible says that knock and it shall be open. And it never say how many times.
Well, these women are knocking and opening doors at the UN on behalf of all Bahamian women. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres said that women's rights are under attack. The poison of patriarchy is back, and it's back with a vengeance. But he said there is an antidote, and that antidote is action. From the UN headquarters for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Felicity Darville.
A great job there, Felicity. Coming up, the process continues to rehabilitate offenders. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
Imagine a world where every brand knows your name and every store awaits your arrival. Elite shopping, travel where luxury is a lifestyle and every journey feels like home. Dine where every flavor is just for you, every table reserved, and every moment a taste of perfection. Make every big moment even bigger. Experience banking where wealth isn't just managed, it's maximized. Step into a world without limits. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
This one? No. Hey, look, KFC has an incredible promo.
I already had that for lunch.
Oh.
Crunch your hunger cravings and satisfy the whole family with KFC bucket meals starting at just $20. Get freshly prepared golden fried chicken, buttery biscuits, and add your favorite large sides. Bucket meals starting at just $20. KFC KFC. Finger licking good.
Whether you're crossing borders or navigating busy airports, with BTC's reliable data roaming, you're always in touch. In a fast-paced world, staying connected is key. Don't miss important moments. Stay connected effortlessly with BTC, wherever your journey takes you.
Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy all noon.
Signature hot wings.
What's your flavor? Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken. Those pepper wings.
Now available at Popeyes in Nassau.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, where safety is first.
You're looking at a shot there of the historic Fort Charlotte. Welcome back. Food security and how to reduce the country's food import bill. The conversation in all corners. And at the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services, an opportunity awaits for residents to do their part in this effort while also being given a shot at second chances. Here's Corvell Pfeiffer.
The Bahamas Department of Correctional Services pays around a jaw-dropping $3 million each year to feed its residents. And so an increase in the amount of layer chickens the facility has, says Commissioner Don Clear, can help to put a dent in that cost.
Eggs, that's to cook a meal of food for inmates. It's like about $50,000. That's the eggs. That's one meal. So it tells you, the importance of this exercise here today.
BDOC's restarted its on-campus farm initiative almost 2 years ago. Cabbage, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, watermelons, pumpkins, carrots, and more are harvested. Officer Jason Lewis, at first a farming novice, now its biggest champion. He's working with residents to grow the program.
My dream is for it to be like how it was in yesteryear. I was told that our institution used to provide products for the whole of the eastern area of New Providence. We need to get back there.
Agriculture and Marine Resources Minister Jomo Campbell and National Security Minister Wayne Monroe presented BDOCs with agricultural supplies and the announcement of 100 layer chickens. Both agree it's a step towards rehabilitation and eventually, for many, reintegration.
Today's donation is a part of an even broader strategy. By equipping BDOCs with egg-laying chickens and agricultural resources, we are not only reducing the cost burden on the taxpayers, but are also creating a sustainable food source within the institution.
All of them are very keen to get their lives back on track. And so we look forward for the technical cooperation that will teach them not how to catch a fish, but how to nurture chickens and grow some produce.
Presently, there's just under 2 acres of land being used for this project, but as the Minister of National Security readily points out, there's a lot of space for a lot more. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corvell Pfeiffer.
Well, National Security Minister, the Honorable Wayne Monroe, says rehabilitation of offenders continues to be a priority, and he sees this as necessary to ensure inmates are equipped with the skills necessary to re-enter society.
There are 1,500 inmates currently at BDOCs, of which 1,018 are sentenced. The others are on remand. And of the sentenced, 985, or 97%, have a release date. So 985 persons in that facility have been given a date that they're expected to be released. The importance, therefore, on focusing on rehabilitation must be noted.
The National Security Minister also addressed concerns about in-person visits at BDOCs.
We follow advice from correctional experts. And the advice is that an inmate should have the option of a video visitation as often as he wishes. And so that's what is being done and set up. Persons are coming in, meeting, being registered for video visitation.
Demolition exercises to eliminate unregulated communities throughout the country expected to resume in the coming weeks. Works Minister the Honorable Clay Sweeting confirming to reporters Monday that 30-day notices have been sent out advising residents in several locations to vacate those properties. However, no indication from the minister about exactly which sites have been chosen or when exactly the exercises will happen.
We're still continuing with that. You should see, I think, in January, early January, we did a demolition. We have given a few locations their 30-day notice. So in the next few weeks, you should see another location that we're dealing with.
Minister Sweeting also commenting on the streets in desperate need of repair. Drivers' frustrations mounting as potholes and other road challenges increase by the day. Work to repair many of the country's roadways is underway. In the meantime, the minister is asking the motoring public for a little more patience.
We're paving double the amount of mileage that usually is paved, and not just New Providence, but throughout the country. I mean, we have new roads going in South Andros, Central Andros, North Andros, South Eleuthera, Central Eleuthera, Abaco, Grand Bahama, Long Island. So we're doing a lot of road work, much more than was done in the past. And you'll see other areas continue to get paved.
Well, 7 contractors, Sweeting says, got the job for the existing works going on in multiple locations across the country. Smaller contracts should soon be awarded, he says, as the extensive project nears its final stages.
So in a few more months, probably a month or two, you'll see another tender go out for persons to bid on arterial roads to be paved, so you could let small contractors look at for that. But yeah, we're paving a lot more than normally in the province.
All over in the Family Islands, not only are Exuma motorists welcoming the smoother roads with open arms, so are many businesses there, and rightly so, as the previous dilapidated roads were bad for business. Altavis Munnings tells us more.
Officials from most of the businesses adjacent to Exuma's Georgetown International Airport are exceptionally welcoming the island's road improvement project. Take, for instance, Thompson's Car Rental. Office manager Lathansis McKenzie reminisced on the broken rims and damaged vehicles that would be returned from drivers enduring the previous dilapidated roads.
They hadn't had to worry about a flat tire because previous times some of the return customers, they always be afraid that, of the potholes and flat tires. But so far, everything has been going good. It helped us pretty well.
The same is being said right next door at Airport Car Rental. With 200 vehicles in its fleet, business for the past 30 years from its mix of residents and visitors has been good. And operations manager Taro Ferguson credits the upgraded roads for making a significant difference.
At night, I used to get calls myself personally with clients getting flat tires and having to deal with it personally. So it's been a big blessing for us and less headache. A lot of cars came back with dented rims. Issues where clients would swerve off the road, go into the bushes, so it's made less situations with that happening.
Exuma's taxi drivers would tell you they're the happiest residents on the island right now, all thanks to that road improvement. The 2 most senior taxi drivers, Exuma natives Luther Roll and Roland Ferguson, who have a combined 115 years of service, say they refuse to go back to the way things used to be.
Since they start to repave the road, it's perfect. Even the one in Georgetown that lately done just before the Christmas, that is perfect.
You had to have been able to could fix a flat on the road where you get it. Or if you didn't, spare didn't work, that was you, But now it's from one way to the other. Sometimes I just leave the spare tire home.
Bahamas striping officials boast they're 1 year ahead of its completion schedule date, and Exuma residents say they can't wait until the new roads can be enjoyed throughout the entire island. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Altavis Munnings.
Stay with us. There's more to come in the National Report.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Full Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
What if I told you Wendy's has a new burger with a flavor so secret it's almost too delicious to handle? Well, now it's time to unlock that flavor. Try the new sweet and smoky barbecue cheeseburger. We can't tell you everything, but we can tell you that it's packed with flavor, including our secret barbecue sauce. Try the new sweet and smoky barbecue cheeseburger today. Available for a limited time.
We're here at the Nassau Village Community Center project, where over the past 17 months, we've hired over 20 Bahamian subcontractors to bring this beautiful project to fruition.
I've been living in Nassau Village for more than 19 years, and to see a project like this bring great joy and pride to me.
This state-of-the-art multi-purpose community center will serve as a crime-fighting initiative in the community. Also help with the education of our kids in this community and a hurricane shelter.
Yeah, and it also shows what we as Bahamians can achieve when we work hand in hand with each other.
We have the technical know-how, and we can pretty much deliver on any project here in the Bahamas or in the world.
Bahamas Stripe and the Bahamian Company, they prove that they believe in Bahamians.
Based on the outcome of this project, I don't think they're disappointed in giving a small person an opportunity to do a job such as this.
The more opportunity they get, the more opportunity we will get.
If you look around and see the work done so far, it just shows what we as Bahamians can do.
Calling all Alive Fiber basketball fans. Get ready to experience the NBA Finals live. You can enter an all-expense-paid trip to not one, but 2 NBA Finals games. It's simple. Just sign up for our Alive NBA League Pass or Infinite Sports X package by May 16th. Stay connected, enjoy blazing fast internet, and score your chance to witness the NBA action up close. Don't miss out. Visit AliveFiber.com and take your shot at NBA glory. Terms and conditions apply. It's good to be alive.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
Well, it may not look that way now, but work on the much talked about Royal Beach Club is well underway. Our Danielle Dean and our cameraman were taken on a tour to track the site's progress amid transparency and environmental concerns.
A quick ferry ride to the Paradise Island site revealing a lot of rubble, orange safety netting, at least 3 tractors, the foundation for 6 bathrooms, and nearly 300 subcontractors hard at work on the Royal Beach Club. Long hours day in and day out, and officials say the multi-million-dollar project is almost halfway there. But a project this elaborate raises questions. Just last week, Royal Caribbean Group Bahamas president Philip Simon was compelled to address allegations of a lack in transparency about the nationality of workers. Earlier today, those questions centered on environmental concerns.
The site looks very bare. It looks like dirt, but that was planned because we had to move all the trees off-site.
Environmental enthusiasts wondered why. And according to Janine Bullard, principal of JSS Environmental Consulting Agency,
we took them to a site on New Providence, and where we're maintaining them, they are being watered and fertilized, and we did have some losses, which is due to stress of removing them. But the site was also very infested with different types of diseases as well as insects.
After being nursed back to health, the trees are expected to be part of the Beach Club's plant palette. Simon also insists the company has no intention of wavering from its promise to hire strictly Bahamian.
We hope to accommodate anywhere from 3,500 to 3,800 guests, maximum on a daily basis. That number can change depending, obviously, on the number of ships in port.
The project that promises a 49 to 51% split between the government and Royal Caribbean is set to be completed late November. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Well, LaDawn and Marlena join us live for a sneak peek of Access Now. Ladies?
Well, Crystal, let me tell you, we've been reporting about eggs for a few days now, and I think Milena and I are hungry, but I want to ask you as well, and Milena, how do you like your eggs cooked?
It doesn't matter, really. Scrambled or boiled, not poached. I think so. Either way, either of the two ways.
Malena?
I feel like I'm coming in on the opposite spectrum. If I have to cook it myself, it's like cheesy scrambled eggs, but if I'm ordering it, then it's eggs Royale. It's like eggs Benedict, but with smoked salmon, if you're feeling fancy.
All right. I'm good about you. The Filipino scrambled eggs for the turkey.
Okay.
Yes.
Palate with a passport. Come on.
Yes.
Sounds delightful. Stay with us. You'll hear more about that. Stay with us. You'll hear more about that. The National Report is back after the break.
Diet-friendly special.
Is the Little Caesars Stuffed Crust Pizza. Get more pizza for less money. Only $12. It's a whole new level of pizza with cheese stuffed crust so spectacular that there's nothing left.
Pizza.
A delicious pepperoni pizza with the crust stuffed with lots of cheese and brushed with butter and garlic flavor and sprinkled with Parmesan cheese. Hot and ready Thursday to Saturday between 4 and 8 for only $12. Simply irresistible. And only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
For success. If you're looking for the perfect place to shape up your life, you ain't gotta look no further, just head to BTVI. You can build from foundation, they'll give you all the tools
to design a better future, the one that's best for you.
So get a jump start on your dream career. What are you waiting for? You have no time to spare.
BTVI for all of your professional needs. BTVI teaching you the steps to succeed.
The building blocks for you to get a brand new start.
Enhance your skills today and sign up for a course.
BTVI, yeah. Charting the course for success.
And that does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.